Pre-game show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So this is a continuation. But whatever happened last year to some of those teams who didn't reach their goals, they just can wash it out and start. But there are certain teams saying, yes, we are who we were last year, and watch who we are this year.
You want to come out the gate strong. Ernie, I think we're in for an exciting year. And it was a pleasure seeing you in San Tropez on our vacation.
Yes.
That's a nice aqua machine you got.
It was very surprising to see you there, big fella, too. It was memorable.
Invited.
How'd you like my bathing suit, Ernie?
Well, let's get it to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. Always excited for starting out the new season right, and they find themselves playing against Minnesota. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beating. But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Go.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Garnett out there with Towns. And it's Rubio in at the point guard position. Now, here's Rubio. Wiggins outside. Just 5 to shoot. No good off the front iron. 1 year out from the big Kevin Love for Andrew Wiggins trade, and you have to think that the Wolves are pleased. Wiggins, Clark, has looked amazing.
Yeah, to get talent from a player who wants out is one thing. To get a player of Wiggins' caliber is a whole nother level, and that's a good get for the Wolves.
Now, here's Rubio. Following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Towns kicks to Wiggins. Towns dishes to Wiggins. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wiggins has got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Minnesota. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game.
And for the Love and Wiggins trade, we knew that it could take several years to properly evaluate, but Wiggins was just so good his rookie season.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Outside, Martin. Back to Rubio. The pass to Wiggins. Dishes to Martin. Off target from outside.
And I think that is a key part. Wiggins was so much better than anyone expected as a rookie. People figured it would take him several years to develop, but he was the most NBA-ready player of the class, and I think that caught a lot of people off guard.
Now let's go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Byron Scott.
We talked about the challenges posed by a player like Ricky Rubio, such a tremendous passer and floor general. Coach said, we know he can make plays, but making shots is where he's been less effective. We need to focus on staying home and forcing him to beat us with his scoring. Guys, we'll see if they can limit his highlight reel dimes. Back to you.
All right, Doris.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Garnett. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
He feeds it to Bass. No good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Rubio the pass to Towns. It's stolen by Bryant. Wiggins against Young. And it's Bryant at the elbow. Here's Hibbert. Rubio with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Well, the defense is what did the Lakers season in last year, but their offense struggled at times as well, Clark. They just couldn't count on things night to night.
Well, they were near the bottom of the league in most offensive categories, Kevin. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. The efficiency just wasn't there.
Now Hibbert. After the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. And Bass kicks to Hibbert. That's good. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. And with the Lakers and their lack of offense, sometimes teams can hide that by playing good defense, but the Lakers just really didn't have either. A lot of things working against them this past season.
Martin kicks to Rubio. Rejected by Young. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Can't hit. Wiggins with some nice D.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans. You know, the Lakers often would get in trouble with slow starts to games because of their offense. At least they forced a league-high 9 overtime games, going 6-3 in those contests, so the offense seemed to come alive late in games.
Ricky Rubio, Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Hibbert. Julius Randle comes in for Brandon Bass. Lou Williams is checked in for Bryant. And it's Clarkson in for Russell.
And back to Rubio. With the pressure of all that fanfare marking his arrival, he really focused in and hit the ground running. He was named Western Conference Rookie of the Month, first month of the season, and he finished second to Kyrie Irving for Rookie of the Year.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You know, talking about Rubio, he re-upped for a huge contract extension last season. Despite some injury and shooting woes, he got $56 million over 4 years. Boy, that's a bunch of cheese for a guy that's still a bit of a question mark.
Here's Williams. Down low, here's Black. And you can count it, he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. It's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
One shot, gentlemen.
Here's Rubio. They set the pick. Kicks it to Towns. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 3rd assist on the night. Tipped away. Here's Towns. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Towns has got his third basket of the night right there. Lakers trail by 4. Clarkson with the ball. Over in the corner, Williams. And again, the Lakers no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Wasted no time on that one. Martin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Clarkson kicks to Young. To halt the run. Good as the jump shot falls. Young's got his first points of the night.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
1:52 left in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Martin. Takes it from 10, and again it's Minnesota converting.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Young dishes to Clarkson. Pass to Randall. And he uses the glass on the layup. Randall's got his first points in this one.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. The Lakers with the rebound. Williams passes to Randall. Puts it up. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Minnesota leading by 5. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rejected by Young, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for the Lakers. Brown comes in for Young. Martin against Williams. Clock at 6. Charity stripe shot. Rubio misses. Lakers trail by 5. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Wiggins outside. Kicks it out to Rubio. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Rubio's got 5 now.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now Towns. He's got 8. Here's the 3. Rubio misses. And that does it for the first quarter. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
Now here's Kobe. We've got Brown. Kobe is out there with Russell. Then it's Brandon Bass, and it's Sacre in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Count that 1, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 6 on the bucket from Bass. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics have traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped. Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And, Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
Now here's Wiggins. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Wiggins has got his second basket of the night. And going back to Brandon Bass, he was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player, the outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hibbert's checked in. Bryant hits them both.
Kobe Bryant is such a great all-around player. I mean, if there's one thing people don't talk about, it's his passing. He's 4th overall in assists amongst active players.
Now here's Garnett. Knocked loose. Rubio with it. He's picked up by Russell. Martin dishes to Garnett. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Martin with the bucket. And going back to Kobe Bryant, guys, he had to learn the same thing that Michael Jordan had to learn on his own. To win championships, you have to trust your teammates and not take everything upon yourself.
Yeah, Kobe learned from the best and played with some of the best, so you can't ask for a better way to spend a career.
Towns, that's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 4 assists in the game. To the middle, here's Hibbert, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Towns, no luck. Lakers trail by 7. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And he gets the bucket. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. There's the pick. Garnett, right side. On the wing, Wiggins. Off target from three-point range.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Bass. Young is subbed in for Brown. The Lakers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. And so he makes both from the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Now here's Jang. Now the feed to Pekovic. And Hibbert with the block. Russell inside. He's against Martin. Shots good from Young. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Los Angeles?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also they've been really active on the defensive end in terms of applying pressure and coming away with steals.
Lakers trail by 3. To the paint. A nice shot by Black. Black's got 4 points this quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now here's Pekovic. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and the officials call a traveling violation. Some changes for the Lakers. Randall's checked in for Hibbert. Williams comes in for Kobe, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Muhammad, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Miller comes in for Ricky Rubio. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Young in the corner. Lets it go with the 3. The shot will not go. And Minnesota now the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Williams, that's good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And for Gorgui Dieng, an intelligent guy with strong physical attributes, gigantic arm span, but extremely raw skill-wise.
Yeah, his game still needs plenty of polish on both ends of the floor, but I really felt like he took a huge leap last season, and he has the intensity along with that work ethic to continue to grow.
That puts them in the lead. Young's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
He dishes it to Williams. Clarkson kicks to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Randall. Williams can't get it to go.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Pekovic against Randall. And here is Pekovic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Miller, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Now here's Jang, following the miss by Lewis Williams. That's good. Jang's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
You look at Gorgui Dieng and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game was a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunity.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And Dieng last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
Sacre, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Here's Young. He has 6. 59 seconds left in the first half. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
And Yang isn't a young player by any means, but he has learned how to fill a niche on a team quickly. Just offers good numbers and intangibles in a lot of places on the stat sheet.
Payne, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Now here is Miller. He's covered by Clarkson. And it's Miller penetrating. Tries it from 9. Rebounded by Clarkson. Lakers trail by 3. And it's the Lakers on the break. Young's running. Williams' shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Now here's Pekovic. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Brown is checked in for Nick Young. Minnesota also making some changes. Zhang comes in for Adrian Payne, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Kevin Martin. That free throw good from Pekovic. Lakers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. They set the pick. Passes it to Williams. To end the drought. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer!
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Timberwolves lead by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kobe, what encourages you in what you've seen from the team's offense?
We're playing hard. Our bigs are really working tonight. They're really running the floor well. They're rolling to the basket with a purpose.
Kobe, appreciate the time as always. Gentlemen.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are leading by 4. Kenny?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, how about that contribution they got from the bench? Nice. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. I would be surprised to see them dig a little deeper into that bench. Some games you just got to go with the lineups that are working and just improvise, Ernie.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Really an incredible game from Kevin Martin.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Lakers trail by 4. So on the floor for Minnesota. In the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Garnett. And it's Towns in at the 5. And it's Kobe missing. Minnesota's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Rubio with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Wiggins against Young. 5 on the clock. Fires from the line, and that one's good. Wiggins. Wiggins has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Timberwolves. And Bryant kicks to Russell. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Martin's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's Bryant. Money from the wing. Bryant's got his third bucket of the night. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And Rubio kicks to Towns. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Brandon Bass. Minnesota shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. And Towns drops them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Outside, Russell. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Bass.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Now, here's Rubio. He's got 5. It's Martin on the wing, guarded by Kobe. Clock at 4. Fires, high post, and he hits the jump shot. And that's now 7 points here for Ricky Rubio.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
From 12 feet out, and it's Hibbert missing. Timberwolves leading by 6. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Garnett the pass to Rubio. Back to Garnett. Young with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. Russell, no good. Minnesota's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. And it's Martin missing. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. To the inside, Hibbert cannot hit. Wiggins with some nice D. The Timberwolves shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Very strong start to the career last year of Andrew Wiggins out of Kansas. Just 1 year with the Jayhawks. Came out strong early on, and Clarkie never slowed down.
Yeah, found his stride early and just kept strutting his stuff right to the tune of Rookie of the Year.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
They retain possession. That's good. 14 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Lakers trail by 6.
Well, Wiggins won the Roy last year, and really deservedly so. He was the early favorite to win it, led all rookies in scoring, and wasn't really close. Put up almost 17 points per game, and he shot the ball from the perimeter far better than most thought he would.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
A look now at where the Timberwolves ranked in the NBA last year. 6th in free throw percentage, 7th in points off turnovers. And they made their way into the top 10 in second chance points. I mean, this is a team that really emphasized chasing down missed shots, and they did a pretty good job of it.
And you look at their free throw percentage, not to be overlooked. I mean, this was a team, I thought, that did a really good job of taking advantage of their opportunities.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
You know, for Wiggins, he was also the rookie leader in minutes played. He quickly became the go-to player for the Wolves, and no other rookie carried as much offensive responsibility as did Wiggins.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Tariq Black comes in for Roy Hibbert, and it's Williams in for Nick Young. Both good from the line that time. Clark, another milestone for Kobe Bryant last season. He reached 30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scores of that volume reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
Here's Rubio. He's got 7. There's the dish to Garnett. Back to Rubio. A rebound by the Lakers.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
The drive by Bryant. He nails it, and we're tied up. Bryant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
And good on the basket. Book it.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Russell kicks to Williams. The stupendous finish in traffic. Williams has got 5 now.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Lou Williams won the 6th man award last year, Clark, in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer, and that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
You know, and when you look at Lou Williams, he's always had a shooting guard skill set in kind of a point guard's body. Now, he's not just a long-range bomber. He will attack the basket and earn his share of trips to the foul line, and that's where he's really deadly. 86% from the stripe last season.
And the Lakers with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Bass. Brown comes in for Bryant, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Garnett outside. It's stolen by Randle. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Brown, powered down after the assist, led him into the lane. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
he is.
Yeah.
Me
Listen,
too.
the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
And, you know, back to Williams, sometimes it's better to own one thing, be a master at that, than try to fit a round peg into a square hole. I mean, he's not a really good passer. Never has been. That's not who he is. But he can heat up quickly as a scorer. And that's the side where you put jelly and butter on his toast.
And the Lakers making a change here. Sacre's checked in. The Lakers trail. Here's Clarkson. The teardrop falls in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the bucket by the Lakers. And he gets the bucket. 1:51 left in the third. On the wing, Brown. Beyond the arc. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Wiggins. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Wiggins has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Lakers trail by 3. Williams dishes to Sacre. Back to Williams. Shoots from the elbow. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Martin.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here is Martin. 11 points in the game.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
Nobody near Williams. Again, the miss by Williams. Timberwolves leading by 6. Garnett kicks to Wiggins. To the paint. Here's Towns. Sacre with the block. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Here's Brown. They get the rebound. Clarkson passes to Sacre. He kicks it to Williams. Randall with a screen for Williams. And the Lakers with another miss. Wiggins with it. And again, it's Minnesota.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Minnesota leading by 8. Roy Hibbert is out there with Brandon Bass. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Russell. And it's Young in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now, here is Young. He feeds it to Bryant. Three-pointer. Here's Hibbert. Misses from close range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Wiggins. Rubio outside, 6 to shoot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Shots.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on it.
And the first one at the line is good.
Rubio having a good one. He has 8 points and 8 dimes. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And stolen by Jang. Poked away, so it's the Lakers now. Inside, Bass. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
And Hibbert with the block. Bryant with it. Now defended by Muhammad. Kobe attacking. It's deflected. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Russell. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
That's good. And it's now only a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
There's the pass to Bass. To take the lead, Wiggins with the block, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Minnesota making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Zach LaVine comes in for Wiggins, and Andre Miller is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Inside, Bryant dishes to Hibbert, and stolen by Pekovic. An even 3-on-3 break. And Muhammad the bucket on the assist by Jang. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And Bryant kicks to Bass. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Shots good by Miller.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Russell passes to Bass. Poked loose. And now the Timberwolves on the break. On up the court. And Hibbert with the block. Lakers trail by 3. Now Kobe all alone. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Jang inside, covered by Hibbert. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Garnett comes in for Nikola Pekovic, and it's Martin in for LaVine. He hits both from the stripe.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency the challenge for Hibbert. Here's Miller after the basket by Los Angeles. Garnett kicks to Zhang and stolen by Hibbert. Russell against Martin. Stolen by Martin. Down low, here's Muhammad. And count the basket, he was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
Lou Williams is checked in for the Lakers. And then for Minnesota, Towns, he's checked in for Jen. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Andre Miller. Lakers trail by 6. The drive by Russell. The kick out to Young. No good. And Minnesota will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Muhammad dishes to Towns. Rubio the pass to Garnett. Lets it go from 11, and he connects with the jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
To the paint. Passes shot. Good. Bass has got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Muhammad with it. He's picked up by Russell. Williams against Martin. Dishes it to Garnett. The shot, no good. Williams with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Martin with the block, and they're able to recover. Hibbert hits the bucket. Now, here's Rubio. Feeds it to Towns. And it's Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Hibbert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Williams attacking. Kicks it to Young. From 13. Again, Young missing. Timberwolves leading by 4. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Towns. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Wiggins is checked in for Minnesota. The free throw drops for Towns. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 7. 1:32 left to play here in the fourth. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Right side, Russell. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Hibbert in the high post. And the Lakers with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Martin with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Wiggins. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 9. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Russell. Young outside. Launches it. Here's Hibbert. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Pass to Wiggins. The feed to Towns. Martin against Williams. Shot clock at 6. Towns. Back to Martin. The three. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
That's his 5th personal foul. At the line for your Lakers, Roy Hibbert. Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Hibbert hits them both. "16 seconds left in the game. Garnett kicks to Martin. Here's Wiggins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Andrew Wiggins. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Wiggins.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Clarkson. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it for their first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And standing by for the post-game show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team. Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, his ability to get into the paint and get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
He deserves a ton of credit on how many areas of the game he impacted tonight. His defense was superb. Offensively, he was ready to shoot the basketball. However you slice it, he was lighting it up at one end of the court and shutting them down on the other.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.